Hello and welcome back to Trading Venus. Today we are going to talk about Ichimoku Cloud, which is a collection of technical indicators given to us by Goichi Hosoda, who was a Japanese journalist in the late 1960s. So basically, to add Ichimoku Cloud on the trading view, we go inside the indicators and strategies and type in Ichimoku Cloud and use the built-in version. So on the settings of the Ichimoku Cloud, by default we keep the values 20, 60, 120 and 30. That can be changed accordingly, but in the crypto community this one is the most famous and historically speaking has been proven to give the best result. Now what 20, 60 and 120, what these numbers signify, we will have to, for understanding that, we will have to look at the formula of how Ichimoku Cloud is calculated. We don't need to calculate it every time and the TradingView API does it for us, but it is essential to look at the formula to know the effectivity of the indicator. Now the conversion line is calculated using the, so basically these numbers are the period. So for example, if we are on the daily time frame, then 20 represent 20-day period. So for example, a 20-day period from here would be this. So this 20-day period is represented by this number. Similarly, 60-day period and 120-day period, because we are on the daily time frame. If we are on the hourly time frame, then this would be 20 hours, 60 hours and accordingly. Now once we have this 20, so we take this value 20 because on the settings we have used 20. In that 20 time frame, in that 20-day period, we calculate the highest high and also the lowest low. So for example, in this period of 20 days, the highest high would be this point and the lowest low would be this point. The Japanese consider VIX as more important compared to the Western form of finance, where the closing and opening points are given more importance. So the highest high and the lowest low are calculated of a particular period, and the average is taken out, and that comprises the conversion line. Similarly, we calculate the baseline, the leading span A, the leading span B, and the lagging span. These are the 5 lines that makes the Ichimoku Cloud. Now to understand how to trade using Ichimoku Cloud, first we look at the cloud itself and what are the major things that we can imply using this cloud. So the basics are that whenever we are above the cloud, we are in an uptrend. Whenever we are below the cloud, we are in a downtrend. As you can see here, in a downtrend. So this is the most basic thing that you can look at any chart and using the Ichimoku Cloud know whether we are in a bullish momentum or bearish momentum. Now, how are these clouds formed? Is that whenever there is a crossover of leading span A and the leading span B, the green line and the red line, the color changes. And how that changes is, if the leading span B goes above, here it was below, but on the crossover it went above and the leading span A went below. So whenever this happens, the difference between them, that forms the red cloud. And whenever the leading span A is above the leading span B, we form the green cloud. The green cloud will always provide support. As you can see, it provided support. and the red cloud will always provide resistance. So as you can see, it provided resistance. Now this was also whenever the, so like here the area was less between the leading spans, so breaking here was easier, but now as you can see the area is huge, so the resistance and the strength of the resistance would be huge as well. Now this was for the leading span A and the leading span B and according the cloud that is formed. We also have three other lines, the conversion line, the base line, and the lagging span in the Ichimoku cloud. So firstly we will look at these two lines. So the rule of thumb here is that the conversion line is represented by blue and the conversion or the base line is represented by red. So the rule of thumb is that wherever they have a crossover, whenever they have a crossover and the conversion line goes below the baseline, we can put in a short position. So for example, you can see on the time when Bitcoin dumped 47%, it was very clear using these conversion line and baseline that a potential short position was possible. We can see that on multiple time frames at multiple instances that this was held true speaking historically. So for example here, as soon as the conversion line went above the baseline, we saw a huge rally on the daily time frame by the Bitcoin against the US dollar. Now on the 1 hour, so we can the import the basically it is very useful indicator because we can use that in different time frames and it never fails to amuse us. So here as you can see, Bitcoin broke out of the resistance and it was easy to break out because the area was shallow, and that is trading 101 that whenever we break out of the resistance and find and break out of the resistance, that thing is turned into support. So when we came back and tested it, it provided us support multiple times. And again, the importance of Ichimoku cloud is that it is an advancing indicator, unlike other indicators which do not provide such information. So for example, if we use EMA ribbon, that will only provide us information up to this point. But what Ichimoku cloud does is that it gives us somewhat of future predictions as well. So now we know that in the future we can expect Ichimoku cloud to either be, since it is above the price, to either go upside, or even if it consolidates, then we can have a support here. And since the area is large, the probability of Ichimoku cloud providing us support and giving us a bounce is more. It is also useful to note that we trade when the price is above or below Ichimoku cloud. If the price is inside the cloud, then it implies that the market is in balance and there is no particular bias either to the bullish momentum or to the bearish momentum. Now moving on to the last indicator in the collection of indicators that Ichimoku cloud provides, we have the lagging span. It is calculated using the close plotted at 26 period in the past. So if we go on to the daily time frame of the Bitcoin chart and to plot this lagging span, so for example for this point we will take the close 26 days ahead. So the close of the 26th day ahead was at this point where we have the line, and accordingly we plot this lagging span. So this happens in the history, not in the future, and as the cloud. Now, although unlike other moving averages, this looks like very powerless, and that this is not any sort of average or something. This is just a price action traced back in the history. But this is also very critical at some point, as how we use it is whenever the price is above the line, whenever the price is above the line. So as you can see here, the price was above the line. We know that there is weakness in the market, and whenever the price is below the line, lagging, below the lagging span line, we know that the market is strong, the price action is strong. So here also a crossover would signify. So for example here, the lagging span went below the price while the price action was above. So after 26 days, whenever we realize that the lagging span was below, we can conclude that the market is showing sense of weakness and a potential short position is in books. Now we never use lagging span alone, and it is to be used with the help of all the other four indicators. And when we use all of these indicators together, we have a strong sense of where the market would be going, where we can find resistance, where we can find support, and what is the momentum and trend of the current market. That we have seen that Ichimoku cloud works very well on Bitcoin. That being said, it works with high probability on other indexes and assets as well. For example, we have S&P 500 index here, the live chart, and on the 4-hour time frame, and you can see we were in a huge uptrend, and whenever we needed support, Ichimoku cloud provided support multiple times on multiple time frames, even recently. So it was possible since, as you can see here, there was a crossover where the conversion line went upon the baseline, which indicated that a huge long position could have been in play. And since then we have a very broad green Ichimoku cloud which meant that we will always have support while we trend upwards. If we go even to the lower time frames, as you can see, for example, here we had a huge support, but as I mentioned earlier, we look at all the aspects of the Ichimoku cloud. So here the conversion line, here was a crossover where the conversion line went. So the blue line is the conversion line and the red line is the baseline. And we know when the conversion line goes below the baseline, there is a chance of reversal. So the pattern was reverted, and here you can see we have a huge downward action, and thus we were able to break the Ichimoku cloud support. And this can be seen on multiple instances. Here again we had a blue conversion line crossing over the baseline, and hence we had a good bounce to the upside. So that was it for the Ichimoku cloud. If you have any doubt, you can mention that in the comments below, or you can tag me on Twitter and I will try my best to respond. We currently have 998 followers, and let's see how fast we can grow. I post regular updates, and all my updates are also posted on the Telegram alerts channel. So make sure to follow there. I will mention the links in the description. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found the content informative. Thank you.